Hello and welcome to the curriculum presentation for Term 2 in Red Class. I'd just like to start with a reflection of Term 1, which was a fantastic term, and it's been wonderful to watch the children transition from reception into Year 1. They really have settled in so well, and I'm so proud of all of their achievements. Of course, we did lots of amazing learning in Term 1, but we also had Crazy Hair Day, which I know the children thoroughly enjoyed, so thank you again for all of the effort that was put into the children's hair on that day. We went on our first school trip in Year 1 to the Guildhall Museum for our old toys workshop, and we ended the term with our grandparents' tea party, which was such a lovely turnout, so thank you to all of those who were able to make it. Moving on to Term 2. Our theme of learning this term is traditional tales, which of course lends itself really nicely into our writing. So we're going to be looking at a range of traditional tales, and that's what we're going to use as our inspiration for writing. We're going to be looking at writing diary entries, invites, wanted posters, instructions, and even an alternative ending to a story. As well as that, we're going to be having a look at question marks, exclamation marks, and conjunctions, and thinking about how we can include that within our writing. Within our maths learning, we're going to be continuing with our addition and subtraction learning, moving on to 2D and 3D shapes, and ending with place value with numbers within 20. In regards to our science learning, we're going to be thinking about the four seasons and the changes that we see across those seasons, as well as the weather associated with them and how the day length varies. In our PE learning this term, our outside PE will consist of tag rugby and our inside PE will consist of yoga. Music this term, of course, will be focused heavily around our nativity, where we will be doing lots of singing, using our voices expressively and creatively, and practicing our songs. In PSHE, we're going to be thinking about how we can look after each other and the world. In DT, we're going to be making gingerbread men puppets. So we're starting by thinking about how to create a design, moving on to describing textiles, then of course making the puppets, and finally evaluating the puppets. Within RE, our learning question this term is, why does Christmas matter to Christians? So we'll be looking into the reasons behind that. In computing, we will be creating a digital painting by making careful choices and using different tools. So lots of exciting learning to look forward to this term. Of course, this term is a very busy term leading up to Christmas. As well as that, we have our first parents' evenings of the year, and they will be on the evenings of the 2nd and 3rd of November. And appointments are available to book on Parent Mail if you haven't already. Our nativity this year is titled A Fireside Nativity. And of course, once we have started our practice and everything is more set in stone, then you will receive some more information about dates and viewings. Forest School isn't in Term 2, but I thought that I would mention that it is coming up. We have our Forest School in Term 3. So just a reminder in case you did need any new wellies or outdoor clothing for your child. PE, as I mentioned, is staying the same for this term. Our outside PE, tag rugby, will be on a Monday and inside PE on a Tuesday. Just a reminder that the children should be wearing their PE kit to school on these days, and a school jumper or a fleece is to be worn with their PE kit. And furthermore, just a reminder about earrings, that these really must be removed beforehand, as staff are unable to assist children in taking them out or putting them back in. Reading. So children will be reading at school daily in their phonics sessions as they did in Term 1, and they will be read with at least once a week with either Mrs. Story or myself. In terms of reading at home, children should be reading at home at least 3 times a week. However, the more practice that they can have at home, the better, as of course not only does it develop the children's general reading ability, but it also can develop their fluency and their writing. Each time that you read with your child, please make sure that it is being noted down in their reading record, as we may not change books as regularly if we're not seeing that they are being read at home. Spelling, and spelling this term, we're going to introduce our weekly spelling tests. As mentioned previously, the children are exposed to red words during their daily phonics sessions, which are words that are harder to read and spell as they are not decodable. And these types of words do crop up a lot of the time when we are doing our writing. So last term, a list of these was sent home in the children's homework books, and this term we'll be beginning to work our way through those words within our spelling tests. I will make sure to post a list of the words on Dojo each Monday, and the tests will be carried out on a Friday. Homework is going to be staying the same as last term, but just a reminder that books will be sent out on Thursdays, and please could we have them back in by no later than the following Tuesday. I'll continue to send a range of tasks home between either maths or English. And finally, just to reiterate about communication, of course, any quick messages or queries, please do speak to me on either the gate in the morning at drop-off or at pick-up time at the end of the day. Alternatively, you can always message me on Class Dojo. If you feel that it is a matter that needs a bit more discussing, then please do contact the school office and I will endeavour to make a meeting with you if needed. If there is going to be a change in who is picking your child up at the end of the day or any other changes such as children staying on for clubs, then please do phone the school office who can then pass this on to the class team. And finally, just a little note about keeping up to date. Of course, I will be updating our class page throughout the term with photos and snippets of the learning that has occurred throughout the term. And Parent Mail is still the platform that we use for our online booking and payments for things like Breakfast Club and After School Club, as well as permission forms for trips and visits and other access to newsletters and other communication from school. Thank you again so much for all of your support this term, and I'm really looking forward to what Term 2 holds for us in Red Class. See you later.